They have been shouting for freedom every day for the past 80 days, but no one can hear them except for a few guards. These refugees are mostly ethnic Hazara who fled persecution in Afghanistan. Now they are locked up on the island of Borneo, far away from the capital Jakarta. The youngest, Rahmatullah Zahidi, was detained when he was 12. Now he's 14 years old.
It's been very difficult. Not only me, but everyone is suffering from depression. Once we tried to escape, but one man fell from the high wall and broke his leg. We failed.
Indonesia has not signed the UN Convention for Refugees, but the government decided 15 months ago that refugees should be given proper accommodation while waiting for resettlement. Still, more than 1,000 refugees are locked up without a verdict or a release date, most of them for more than 4 years.
Of course, we expected when we escape from the persecution, from the beheaded, from the discrimination from our country, we sought asylum and we come in here. We look for the safety, not to lock behind the locked bars.
The UN Commission for Refugees, the UNHCR, has recently told refugees in Indonesia that their chances of resettlement are close to zero. Australia, the United States and Europe have all but closed their borders. They're not allowed to work or to go to school. What's been happening inside this detention center is a cry for freedom far away from the public eye. Refugees locked up and treated as prisoners. With no country willing to accept them, there's more and more pressure on them to go back to the country they fled from in the first place. More than 40 refugees in Balikpapan have taken the offer of $2,000 from IOM, the International Organization for Migration, to return to Afghanistan, money provided by the Australian government.
Those who understand that it might be best for them to go home, we want to make that easy for them, and we also want it's incentive, or it could be seen as incentive, but it's for something, it's money for them to get started. Many of them have sold everything before they left.
But you're helping people to go back to a country that's basically not safe.
Well, they make that determination.
Like most other refugees, 60-year-old RASUL says returning to Afghanistan is not an option.
There are bomb blasts nearly every day. Only recently, many people were killed in Saki. We have nowhere else to go. We sought shelter with the International Organization for Migration and the UNHCR. We have nowhere else to go.
The Indonesian government says it's urging the local government to provide accommodation so the refugees can be released from detention. But several groups in Balikpapan with a Sunni Muslim population have refused to accept the mostly Shia refugees, citing a fear for religious conflict, leaving the refugees to wonder who is willing to receive them and when their shouts for freedom will finally be heard. Vaessen, Al Jazeera, Balikpapan.